Hello lovely people, I hope you are having a lovely day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am doing more of Create This Book. This has been such a fun project to do so far, but today I think I'm finally starting on the prompts and I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's get to working on this book. Skip all the pages I did last time. And here, the next page of this book is the tips and tricks page, but I don't feel like decorating this page, so next. Alright, the page I'm doing today is the page about starting the Create This Book. Underneath the Create This Book words, it says to fill in the stars as you complete each task. The first star says customize the front cover and in parentheses, add stickers, tape, drawings, writing, etc. And of course, if you have seen my other videos, you know that that is complete. Check. We can go ahead and fill in the star for that one. Next star says to add color and or text to the spine and edges of the book, and of course, check, that is also complete. Time to fill in that star. The second to last star says to make the title and copyright page more interesting, and of course, as you can see, this is also complete. We can fill in that star as well. The last one says to add a personal touch to this page, doodles, a decorative border, etc. Clearly, I have not done that yet, so let's go ahead and get started. To start off decorating this page, I started with a light green color and drew a wavy line all along the border of the paper. I decided to do a decorative border like the instructions say. Once I made the wavy line, I then added a whole bunch of tiny lines on the wavy line to make it a type of vine plant. I'm not sure exactly what plant it is that I was drawing, but I was drawing a decorative thing, that's for sure. Whenever I doodle plants, this is often one of my go-to plants to draw, so that's why I decided to go with it. I thought about sketching out the vines first, but then I realized that that would be a lot of lines to redraw and decided not to do it, especially since it is a plant and plants aren't perfect, so it doesn't really matter too much anyway. I also wanted to do a different color today, besides purple, so all the pages won't be the same. But I also didn't think about the fact that I have green on the cover of this book, so I'm still doing matching colors again. So far, it looks like my book is themed with purple, blue, and green. Anyway, we can just ignore that for now. As I was doing this section of the vine, I accidentally started drawing some of the lines in the wrong direction. This is when I started noticing that I was doing that. So then I just had to use an eraser and hope it actually erased, even though colored pencils are not meant to be erased. I think it worked okay. It got some of it off, so I think it is less noticeable, which is good. Hopefully no one notices, except for the people who are looking for the mistakes, of course. I totally don't make mistakes in art all the time. Anyhow, I am now done with the vine part. Yay! Then to add a little extra detail, I decided to add little flowers to the vine. Just basic, really quick sketch flowers. And of course, I did the flowers in a blue color. It's kind of a blue turquoise type color. Anyways, I didn't even think of this until after I drew this page, but it almost matches the cover with the blue and green theme. So much for trying to make all the pages different and not match. Oh well, maybe the next page I can do different. Since I didn't want to take too long on this page, that is why I just did simple flowers, so I would be quick and easy. Now, if only all drawing was quick and easy, not just like doodles and sketches. Then again, if art was that easy, then everyone would do it and it wouldn't be as impressive, so I guess it's okay. Once I finished drawing all the little flowers on the vine, I then felt like it was not good enough, as always, so I decided to take a black marker to outline the flowers. Since apparently I can't do basic flowers just by themselves, I have to add detail to my art, apparently. Thankfully, this part didn't take too long, so I guess they are still basic enough. Besides the fact of basic flowers, I do think they actually added well to the flowers, made it a little more complete. Once everything was outlined, I then decided to color in the letters of the word create, since they are so blank and are just calling out to me to be colored. I decided to go with the turquoise blue to match the flowers on the vine. And since that is basic, I of course did a little fade in the letters. It's hard to see on camera, but I did the top of the letters darker and then the bottom I faded out to a lighter of the blue. I used only the one colored pencil, so I just pushed down harder for the darker area and used light pressure on the lighter parts. Worked good. Because of the camera lighting, it kind of looks like I just did one color on the whole thing, but I promise I did do a fade thing. And of course, I used a blender at the end to make it look even better. Gotta get the perfect blend. This part was very easy. The next part, though, I might have gone a bit crazy with. After I finished the blending, I then decided to fill in the big blank space on the other page. The blank spaces are calling my name. At first, I was just like, let's add a few flowers to match the vine, and then I was like, that's a lot of flowers, maybe I should add more than that. So I then came up with the idea of adding stars with the flowers, since the only stars I have on this page are the ones we need to fill in. The stars just seemed kind of lonely, so I had to add some more. So I just started drawing flowers and stars, and then drew some more, and then some more, and more, until somehow I had drawn like 100 little flowers and stars on this page. I may have gotten a little distracted and added a lot, but it did indeed fill in the big blank space, so we don't have that anymore. Yay! Once I realized that I had drawn so many, I then realized that it was kind of making a blob, so maybe I should shape it out a little. At this point, it had made its own little shape, so I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but it kind of turned out to look like I was trying to make the shape of the letter B. I don't know, maybe that's just what it looks like to me. That's why I added a few loose flowers and stars away from the blob of the flowers and stars, so it looks less like the letter B and more like randomness, like it's supposed to be. And of course, once I sketched it all out, I then took the black marker and outlined each and every flower and star. This took quite a while, but it felt like I needed to do the outlining, especially since I outlined the little flowers on the vines. I felt like I needed to outline the others too, so then, they would match. Gotta make the pages cohesive. Earlier, I said that I just wanted to do basic and quick and easy things on this page, and of course now, I messed that plan up. Adding the big patch of stars and flowers took up a lot of time. I did do them very quickly though, and tried not to focus on making them all perfect, because that would have taken even longer, probably at least twice as long. That would be a long video, or I would have just have to cut out a lot of footage. I'm curious though how many flowers I did actually draw. I should count them sometime. I wonder if I actually did draw 100. Probably not. It is still a lot of flowers though, no matter how many I drew. Oh, and I finally finished outlining everything, yay! Then I just took my eraser and erased all the pencil lines, and then we just have the black marker outlines. And of course, we got eraser crumbs everywhere, always so fun. Okay, another step done. Now I just need to color it all in. Since the other flowers are the blue turquoise, I decided to do these flowers that color too. The stars are also the color as well, but I didn't want to have the flowers and stars the same color in the blob section, and that's why I went with the green for the stars, so then we can have more green, especially since we seem to have a lot of blue right now. We gotta even it out. Add more green. Coloring in these took way longer than drawing them or outlining them, so I didn't show the whole process because that would have been way too much, but here's the final results after coloring it all in. I also added a light green behind all the stars and flowers just to fill in more of the blank space. Now that that page is done, it's time for the next one. This next page, you're supposed to create a fancy name. So I went ahead and started creating a fancy way to write Crafter99. Since it took so long on the other page, I didn't have as much time as I would have liked this video. I thought I could complete a whole nother page in this video, but sadly I wasn't able to. I started working on this page, but I didn't finish, so next time I will have to finish this page. Anyway, for this page, I played around a little bit, making the name fancy in different ways, and once I figured out what I liked, I started drawing the name. I did measure and cut some papers to go into the book, so then I drew on these pieces of paper instead of the book. So then once I am done drawing on them, I can just glue them into the book. Once I sketched out the name the way I liked it, I then went over it with the black marker, making it bold. Next, I took a slightly thicker marker to add depth to the letters, make them a little more fancy schmancy. This way also adds a lot when you are trying to do a fancy writing, at least it does for me. Once I finished with the black, then I started with some pink. I know, that's crazy. I'm not using like the green, blue, or even purple. It's a new color, yay. With the pink, I just added a little bubble thing behind the words to really emphasize the letters. I then blended it all out as well, of course. Then I added a little bit of shading around the letters with a slightly dark pink, just to add a little bit more, gotta make it extra fancy. This is the last step I was able to complete this week's video, sadly, but I at least got started on the first prompt. Yay! Some progress has been made. and done. Here are the results of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!